Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader training room for Tuesday, February 28th, the end of the second month of 2023. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risk and should only be attempted with funds that you can afford to do without. All right. YM is flat, waiting for market open in a little over 2 minutes. Crude has been kind of stop and reverse, short to long. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Miles. That went and hit target exactly. So that would have been 17 ticks. Our loss was, or actually 15 ticks, unless there's kilo 66, 60, yeah, 68 would have been in the entry. And it looks like 69 would have been the stop. So we go from 54 to 68, we lose 28. And we pick up 18, so we're still down 10, and we'll take a third trade, which has not triggered yet. Nothing short and nor the long triggered, so we're still looking for a new setup there. And there it is. There's the short. Short on crude, also short on unleaded, and market open quick short on soybeans. Too fast to trade, but it's still a valid get in sync at the moment. Russell, that was too early and ended up break even. Money management on crude. And there's target 1 and target 2 for 51 ticks. So we net 41 on the session. And unleaded getting target 1 and coming back for a partial just above target 1. I'll have to look back and see if that's enough to get us positive. Alright, soybeans trade went too far, so that's off the table. We'll look for a new trade there. And the pound Aussie working in a long. It's been set up for a while, but finally just hit target 1. review that one momentarily. All right. We had a get in sync back at 550, or long trade set up at right at 551, 550.59 this morning. And 8:30 start time, we did get in sync right along in here, and we had a stop and reverse possibility. I adjusted that to 71 to get around the 50 EMA. But that didn't trigger, and we just hit, as I said, we just hit target on this yellow trade. Stop now at 79.84. Already trailing. Unleaded picking up a quick break even if it was needed. The Russell picked up a break even trade. Just getting to target 2 but no higher, so that was just a break even. Now we're in a short trade. And crude heading for the seller. Crude and unleaded both moving down hard. The YM picking up a short trade, looks like 7.99. Yeah, 7.99. Just missing money management. Soybeans making a nice trade out of that short, but unfortunately that was just a little bit too quick for us to get involved with. All right, looks like we hit target 2 on the nose on our, so that's another break-even trade. And now we have a long trade on the Russell. Back and forth action. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. There's what I'm looking for. The MNQ just hit our start time, so flat there. And that's a filtered long trade. Since we're not in the short, that actually would be considered a valid trade, but it did cancel, it looks like. It was filtered as a stop and reverse, but since we're not in the trade, that would be valid. And the Russell getting money management brings stop to 013. And we have at least another break-even trade. Pound Aussie stop up to 79.89. And the Russell moving through target 2. Let's see if we can make this a winner. It looks like 1904 even. Missed by a tick. There it is, target 3. So 2 break-evens and 1 win. Soybeans with a new long trade. 88.25, 88 and a quarter. All right, the YM still is in the short trade because the long would have been a stop and reverse at 06. We never hit it. It hit a new short, so that cancels the stop and reverse. And we are still in the original short back here. So there is our soybeans trade. Target 3 and 4 on the Micro Russell catapult chart. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Arizona Bob. Still looking for 772, I believe, for money management. No, 770. Target 766. Target 2 at 8011, and we got as high as 80103. 80103. So 7 ticks, 7/10 of a pip. If you're focused on it, that should be a trade for profit area. And long trade on the Micro NQ, first trade of the morning. And we got down to 772, missing money management by 2 ticks on the YM. And actually, we picked up a short, and that ooh, that's a tough one. We actually got short on soybeans. Actually, well, no, not really. That's a stop and reverse, actually. And that it is following the, it showed up, it set up before the long, which just touched the entry. I suspect we missed seeing that entry, but so we should be short, and that's a full stop out. Ooh, that's a tough one. Money management on the Micro NQ, it's a little bit larger than normal trade with a little bit of wick on the setup bar. The Russell trade stops out at 1906.2. YM reverses to long this time at, well, I don't know. Yep, reverses at 816. 2-tick stop and reverse adjust. Well, 13, yeah, maybe not. Entry is 11, so no, it stopped and reversed at 13. So definitely in the long now. From our, right, so just 14 tick loss, 28 tick net, and this is a 31 tick target after the stop and reverse adjustment. MNQ with money management, 72 3/4 for the stop. Aussie still at 79.89 for its stop. Hasn't gone through target 2 yet. Missed it by 7/10 of a pip. Target 2 on the pound Aussie. 18 and 30 so far. 48 pips. And when I entered that this morning, it was running about a 3-pip spread. So, still 42 pips after spread on the 2 positions that have come off. Long trade on the Russell, micro Russell. 097. Plenty of time to get in that. Just missing target 2 on the micro NQ. Looks like about 3 ticks. 2 ticks. Yeah, 3 ticks. 0975 is target. Looks like we got as high as 09 flat, or 109. Pound Aussie stop moving up to 79.94. And I believe, well, let's see. No, we need one more tick. There's money management. We got our 13 ticks, or 14 ticks. So 908. And stopping out for a break even. That's the third break even. MNQ getting target 2. And that's a pretty big target too, because of the wick on the setup bar, 37.25 points. 72.75 for the MNQ stop. And soybeans is still flat. Looks like we got a stop and reverse on this. We hit money management but not target, and then we get a stop and reverse at 818. No adjustment because we're already positive, and that just went to target 1. And we'll go to target. It's only an 18 tick target 1, so we go to target 2 for 28 ticks. And we picked up 5 ticks, so net 10. We were down 18 coming into that, or down 28, so we're down 18. And we pick up 28, so we are going to be POQ on this trade on the YM. Positive territory stop and reverse on the micro NQ. That's 81.25, no, 81.50, and we've gotten as low as 82, so still long. We've already picked up a target 2, and there's the reversal to short. $8.16 for the YM stop, hitting target 3 there. Looking for trade number 5 on the Russell. And this is just trade number 2 on the micro NQ. Stop on the pound Aussie up to 8004 and just missing target 3. By 9/10 of a pip this time. Looks like we have just missed money management. Looks like it missed by a tick. Target 1 at 65 flat, and we got as low as 65.25. Need just a little bit more on the micro NQ. YM through target 4, stop at 32,796. And about to move down to 83, it looks like. And there it is, 783 for the YM stop. Yep, missed money management by 1 tick on the micro NQ, so still full risk there, and stopping out at, well, I'd go ahead and adjust that to keep the 83 stop rather than coming out at 82 with the new long trade. But that's POQ. So we're plus 10, let's see, 83 from 18 is 35, so 45 ticks net on the YM this morning. And MNQ taking quite a bit of heat now. And the pound Aussie stopping out at 8004. Targets 1 and 2. Target 3 wouldn't have been a bad trade for profit within a pip. POQ on the pound Aussie this morning. And a full stop out and reversing to long. And Kit, we're using, good morning by the way, these are all Backpacktrader strategies, which are, that's where the trades are coming from. These are custom strategies done by Troy Noonan. We're using the Spotlight Power Trader for the YM, crude, and unleaded, and the pound Aussie. Counterpunch Trader on soybeans, and his Catapult E-minis on the Micro Russell and the Micro NQ. Now I do have the 50 and 200 EMAs and the 20 simple moving averages on the charts, on most of the charts. 200 is the dark magenta, 50 is the mustard. Yeah, Troy's indicators are not programmed for TradingView. His stuff is programmed for TradeStation, NinjaTrader, some of them for Thinkorswim and MT4, but not available for TradingView. And the Russell, that long is likely to have been avoidable, but we now have a short, and I would push that down to 067. I don't know, did we get, yeah, we touched the entry, but so I'd push it down a tick to 067. And a full stop out on the long trade on the Micro NQ. Thank you very much. Appreciate that vote of confidence. One of the particular reasons for not using TradingView is for the day trading type things like this. We need to be able to get in and get out very quickly, and it's hard to do that when you've got your charting is one place and your trading, your broker is something else. But we can actually, with TradeStation and NinjaTrader, as well as TOS, Thinkorswim, and to some extent in MT4, we can actually trade right on the charts or right in the same software where we're charting. So it just speeds us up, which is something that we really do need for this type of trading. Alright, so the YM is done, crude is done, I'm going to assume unleaded is done. Short for trade number 5 on the Russell. One solid winner and 3 break-evens on the Russell, this micro Russell this morning. And the pound Aussie is done this morning. 10 o'clock crude session. Just picked up a long trade. That's a small trade. Target is target 3. Money management is 1 tick above. And there's money management right there. And target 3, not quite getting to target 4. I think we missed it by a tick. 77.18, and we got as high as, no, we got right to it. Hit target 4 on the nose. So here's a case where we've got our profit. We'll take the stop on up to 77.02. It's trying to keep major key level it down to 76.99. And the Russell taking a full stop on the short and turning us around and getting us into a long. Definitely in, because there's a wick right there. So it came back down and gave us another opportunity if it didn't get in to start with. 11.5, we're at 11.4. Our entry was 10.2, so we need to get to 11.6 for our 14 tick minimum to break even. And 10 a.m. crude session is done already. That was quick. Not a big trade, but that was a quick one. 30 ticks on the 2 targets. That's where money management was. Buried under the stop for the short setup as well. had a short and a long set up there. If that was a little too fast, we can follow one more, going sideways at the moment. Now 77.03 for the stop, trailing stop, but that shouldn't have been an issue. And there's another full loss on the Russell. 2 losses, but that was trade number 6, and that completes that session. And another short trade on soybeans. Soybeans has been pretty quiet. Yeah, it's going sideways since the trade right at 9:30. But that went through too fast for us to catch, so unfortunately it looks like we've had actually, if we got into the long, believe it or not, we're still in this long. If you got into that, and this was a stop and reverse, so that would be at 85.75 on the short side, and we never got down that low. Or did we? Okay, yeah, but that one stopped out, so that one comes off. We missed money management by a tick, and so we're still meandering about in the long. That is rather amazing. But now we have a new stop and reverse. That actually has, yep, that's filtered at the moment because and now it's back because the trend mode indicator just came back, so that's 85 even. The Russell is done. Crude is done for both 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. mini sessions. YM is done. So we have the micro NQ and soybeans remaining. Please do ask any questions. Another at least break-even trade on the Russell, but not participating in that one. Long trade on the MNQ. This is trade number 3 this morning. $120.5. I think I'm going to make a one tick adjustment because we've got this swing level that's a session low, one tick above where our entry is at 85.0. So I'm going to go to 84.75. Try to keep us in the long trade. And the Russell stopping out for a break-even trade that we didn't participate in. So, other than the one trade that went through target 4, the Russell has been not moving too much. Markets seem to be trying to drift upward. Well, interesting. The micro Russell is just off the session highs. The YM is coming back down and approaching the session low. And the MNQ takes a second loss. Right around, and it's right around session open. So none of our three market indices agreeing very well with positive or negative territory, but they all seem to be moving the same direction. Short on the micro NQ. Needing to get 77 flat for money management on the micro NQ, and that has gotten as low as 77 3/4. All right, that long trade on soybeans is showing as filtered. That's actually the hybrid mode filter because it's tracking the short here. So that would be a stop and reverse, but we're actually in this long trade from back here. And we just went through in fact, that looks like it's exactly the same trade. It was just filtered out. M&Q still hasn't hit money management. But that does cancel the stop and reverse, so we're back to our entry there. Nothing new. Just watching the bottom center and bottom right charts. Those are the only things we're still actively looking for in trade. Actually, both of those are in trades. Soybeans is long and the micro NQ is short. All right, money management. On the micro NQ, 93 1/4 for the stop. Calculator is still tracking the last short, but we're still in the long. And I would not have that as a stop and reverse at this point. Our stop is at 84.75. Stop and reverse adjustments doing their job so far on the soybeans this morning. Right. Challenging the stop on the micro NQ. Getting within 2 points. No. Getting within about 3 points. Long trade on that, the last long trade would have been filtered. Ooh, that's actually, that would have been filtered by the chop filter. So the short actually is still valid. $85.0. The adjusted entry would be 84.75. So we're still in the long. And we're still in the short on the MNQ, missing the stop by a tick. So one tick misses from one tick miss on the stop, and their stop just hit on the micro NQ. So we have a win, 2 losses, and a break even. I would like to see the soybeans resolve. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, we still got most of the folks in here. So micro NQ is flat. Soybeans is still in the long trade. Micro NQ essentially going sideways on the session. Micro Russell in positive territory, almost at session highs. And the YM just coming off the session lows. So. Not much. Soybeans headed back up again. Moved its session low down 2 ticks, I believe. Yeah, moved it down 2 ticks to within 1 tick of the stop and reverse that we have set, which is also the original stop for our long trade. And we're back to our original long trade entry. And we've been in this trade for over an hour. Fairly long running trade for a day trade. And we've been in the chop zone for an hour. Testing the 50 EMA now. and that just hit the stop on the short trade, so the stop and reverse comes off. Definitely, for sure this time. So we're back to our standard long entry. And money management and target one, it will be a one and done session, and just an hour long, more than an hour long one and done. Almost close to an hour and a half. Stop now at 88 and a half in the original long trade that we had. 8 tick reward on that. Still 3 positions in play. And stopping out of soybeans at 88.50. 3 additional ticks, 11 ticks on the day. 2 3/4 points at $50 a point. Not a big day, but another positive day. Any other questions this morning? The only thing with any trades left is EMNQ, and that doesn't seem to be being very active this morning. Okay, nobody's speaking up. And we've been at this a little bit more than an hour. That's right. So that trade took almost an hour. Almost exactly. Well, yeah, just short of an hour. Set up at 9:37:38 Eastern. That's actually an hour off of exchange time. Exchange time for soybeans is Central Time U.S. So our start time would be 8:30. Corresponds with the market open in New York as well. 55-minute trade, or 56-minute trade to go break even, or to get 11 ticks on the day. So. All right, nobody's speaking up with questions, so I'm going to let everybody get along with the rest of their day, and I will get on with the rest of mine. Jeff, I know I'll see you in the CEO Trader Mastermind office hour session at noon. But we'll see everybody tomorrow. Regular schedule this week. No holiday yesterday. So. Crude oil inventory report at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Regular session at 9:30. And we'll see you then.